Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're the Knitting Posse. I'm Kate.
I'm Kim.
I'm Laura.
And I'm Lorianne.
We have a bonus episode for you today because I think we were just here 2 weeks ago. So
I'm proud of us.
I know we didn't know if we'd get it in before Christmas, but we all were free this afternoon. So we decided to do a quick hello to everybody. We hope everybody are having safe and healthy holidays and enjoying time with your family or your immediate family, I guess, because you can't really see people other than that. So let's get started. We will start with what we're wearing. Kim, what are you wearing?
Oh my gosh, this old thing. This is the Kerwin by Julie Hoover, and it was one of my easiest knits I've ever done because Kate knit it and then gave it to me because it didn't fit her properly. But luckily, she has a very tall friend.
Yes.
It
was not one of the easiest knits I have ever done either.
Kate complained about it the whole time she made it, and I can't believe that I'm wearing it. I'm so lucky. So it's the Kerwin by Julie Hoover, and it's knit in Green Mountain Spinnery Yarn Music in the colorway Evergreen. Yeah. And Kate, why don't you tell them how easy it was?
Well, you could see it when Kim stood up, but the pattern goes like this and then like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I kept getting it wrong and it wouldn't line up. And it was just so frustrating to me. And then I finished it and I was like, I don't love it.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad.
So glad you love it, Kim.
I love it. And I'll think of you when I'm wearing it. But I'm also wearing something else from Kate.
Oh.
Ready, girls? These are
I feel like we're like down in Florida at spring break.
Kate, for our Christmas present, made us Knitting Posse t-shirts, and I cannot wait to go to the village market and wear them together. Our kids are gonna
oh my gosh.
I can't wait to go to like a yard festival.
Right?
Festival.
That would be a little more appropriate.
We all need cardigans.
I don't know. Do we need them? But
yeah,
it's kind of fun. Maybe with like a cardigan.
Such a thoughtful gift. So thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad you liked them.
You do it. And they fit great. It's a good
It was like a do-it-yourself kind of thing. I did it with the Avery iron-on labels, fabric labels, and you just kind of print them out and iron them on. So, and I don't iron, by the way, so you're welcome.
Thank you. Then even means even more to me now. So
that's right. That's right.
By Kate that I So thanks, Kate.
You're very welcome. Laura, what are you wearing? Laura, you're on mute.
Sorry, I ran to let my dog in and I put myself on mute. I am wearing my beautiful, beautiful Lunenburg pullover by Amy Christopher's Savory Knitting in Lichen and Lace Rustic Sport Heather. And this is one of my all-time favorites. In fact, on my Knitstagram, this is my photo because it really, truly is one of my favorite sweaters. It's not, the colors aren't showing. You trying to embarrass me again?
Yes.
That's me when I accosted Amy at Rhinebeck, because the day before, I've told this story before, but the day before Rhinebeck, this pattern came out. And when I saw it, I immediately ordered the exact yarn in the exact colors. And these are not my colors. It's a little hard to tell here, but they're very muddy and mustardy, but it's beautiful. And I was just actually looking on Ravelry to confirm the yarn, and almost, I would say a very high percentage of the people who made it in exactly this yarn, this color combination, because it was just so awesome. But so then the next day at Rhinebeck, I saw this woman wearing the sweater and I was like, oh my God, were you a test knitter? And she goes, no, I'm Amy, I designed it. And I kind of fangirled on her, as I want to do.
About definitely fangirled.
Laura's pretty calm. Like Laura pretty much stays the same, but I'd say twice in my friendship with her, I've seen that peak go up so high. It's hysterical.
One was poor Karen Templar
Yeah,
from Fringe.
I'm a yarn geek. I fully admit it. Anyway, I love this pullover. It's one of my
beautiful.
favorites.
It's
Thank you.
beautiful. And Lorianne.
I'm wearing, maybe for the first time, but it's one of my favorite sweaters, my Pink Velvet by Andrea Mowry. I knit it this summer. The rust color is Rust Belt by Stacy of Stress Knits. This is my own personal modification, this little repeat on the sleeves. I changed out I don't think it was Surrey, but maybe she did use a Surrey. I used Surrey for the contrast color in the color work that is by Iris of Yarn Habits. And we're not talking about next year, but I'm gonna knit another one, but convert it into a pink on pink cardigan.
Nice. Beautiful. I love that one.
I do too.
That's beautiful.
I do too.
And you held the Surrey double, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. It's really pretty. I am wearing my Like a Cloud by Joji Locatelli. And it was knit in Shibui Silk Cloud and Shibui Sima in the colorway Suit. And I love it. I wear it a lot. It's really lightweight, but it's very comfortable. And I know we've had so many talks and discussions about mohair, but I gotta say, like, I think the mohair that you use makes a huge difference because this is pretty fuzzy. I don't know if you can see the halo on it, but it's pretty fuzzy, but it doesn't bother me and it doesn't it doesn't shed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that is what I'm wearing, but I actually am going to be taking it off soon because the sun is coming in this window and I'm like melting.
I know I might have to lose my Knitting Posse shirt underneath this too. So it's not personal.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Okay. FOs, Kim.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a little hat parade here.
Okay.
So, my first hat is exactly the Kepler hat by Pam Allen. And this is a hat I made for my daughter a couple of years ago, and she wore it around the world literally and loved it. And then her roommate's dog attacked it last time. So I made her a new one. And it is a really cute hat. It's I had to steal it from her. I'm like, give me that. She loves it. She wears it in the house. She wears it, doesn't matter what season it is. So that is the Kepler hat by Pam Allen. And I used Quince & Co. Phoebe in the colorway Luna. And I've got to tell you, I love Quince & Co. I love the way the stitches are defined. It's a great yarn to make cables with or see special details with. So she's happy with that. She couldn't wait till Christmas, and that's okay.
What weight is that yarn?
Oh, that's a DK.
It is, okay.
It is a DK, yeah.
Nice.
Another hat I made was On the Sea Train. It's by Tricot. I think Melissa did this one. And this is knit out of Woolfolk yarn, Luft. It takes a little more than one skein. So luckily I have some left over from my sweater, Julie Hoover sweater.
Yeah.
So that's all I needed was a little bit more. That's going to be a gift for someone. Not sure who yet. We'll see how everybody behaves.
Am I in the running?
Sorry, no. Maybe we'll see.
I'll be on my best behavior.
I know. The next hat I made is for a friend, a friend of my son's who's been a big help to our family this year, and it's the Skyping beanie. I found it on Ravelry by Haldora J. Never heard of it before, but I think it was a free pattern. And it's made of, I did Kelborn Woolen Scout in the charcoal color, and it was a DK. It's going to be hard to see, but it's just pretty much a knit purl and then a knit stitch the next round. Of course, I didn't do the weave in anything yet, and it's a little bit of a slouch in the back. And this guy is a cool guy, so he needs a little, one of those cool 20-something-year-old guys that think I'm 800 years old. So that's gonna
You're not?
I'm not.
Not when he gets that beanie, he won't think that.
Yeah, right? It's gonna be like, man, she's a cool knitter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe I should make him a t-shirt.
Exactly.
All the cool people are wearing them.
You can be too. One last hat I made was a quick stocking hat, and that was by Hill Vintage and Knits. Again, it was a free pattern. I had some leftover bulky yarn, let lopey type thing. So it, you think it's going to be scratchy on your head, but it's a person who has a lot of hair, so they can handle that. And it's just a simple little beanie cap. So, and if this person, throws it in the wash or loses it, I won't, it won't be like, oh my God, it's so upsetting. That was great yarn. It is great yarn, but it's affordable yarn. So, and then one last finished object. So I'm not a dog person. We have a dog, and I got bullied into it during COVID. We've had dogs in our lives, but I didn't grow up with one. So I don't, this little dog has gotten to my heart. Don't tell anybody. But I made Remy a little dog sweater. Oops, last night. So freaking cute.
So cute.
It's so cute. It's a little big on him, but
And he won't grow into it.
he will not grow into
No.
it. Tiny little dog. I'll put a picture of him on Instagram. But it was a free, it was the Juno jumper by Alice Neal. It took me 6 hours. I mean, it was quick.
I know it wasn't even 6 hours.
I know. I think I told you guys in the morning I started it, and then last night, way before I went to bed, I finished it. Bulky yarn. I had some Lamb's Pride left around from years ago, and it did run out of orange. So luckily I had another come, like, brown will be fine.
Yeah.
And I figured that's where all the dirt will kick up anyway. So it was a super easy knit, a fun knit, and I think it's going to be a surprise for Remy, even though I tried it on him last night. But
I have a very short memory.
yeah, I do. So do I. So
I have a
that
neighbor who walks her dog when I'm out walking mine, and my dogs will never get a sweater from me.
Mine either.
My dog is big, 70 pounds,
Yeah.
but she has a smaller dog who has a sweater with a hood. Her dog has a hoodie.
Oh,
And I love this. She didn't knit it, she bought it, but I would buy that. I just think it's awesome.
well, if
Hilarious.
you do decide to make one, I found a hoodie pattern. There's some really cute dog sweaters out there.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I just want a simple throw it
Yeah.
on. No hoodie this year. I don't like them that much yet. So,
Maybe next year.
maybe next year. So
Aw.
really it's been about hat making and
Yeah.
trying to get a few gifts done. So that's
Good for
it.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, Laura.
So I have a few. I this year for Christmas have knit everyone in my family or close family gifts. I showed a few the last podcast. These were I can't remember where I was. I was on the knit version, but these are I have a son who lives in Denver, and hopefully they're not going to watch this. I really doubt they will. And he and his housemates all wanted hats. And this is the tincture hat. And they wanted fold over this. The regular pattern just calls for like a 2-inch. And they all wanted fold over brims. So I did the brims much longer. And I was a little worried about this yarn. It's the Samila Melange. It was a little crunchy, and then I blocked them, and they're so nice. They're really, it blocks beautifully. I wouldn't say super soft, but it's definitely soft and would not be itchy. So I finished those. Then I knit a pair of, I've just been in a small knits mode, and it is so much fun because they go so quickly. I found this free pattern, Ball and Skein Pulse Warmers by Chris Gregson. And this is just leftover Kelborn Woolens Scout that I had in my stash that actually is for my older son's girlfriend. And this yarn is in the Snuggle is Real that I made him. So that was matching. And I decided that was too little. So I also made this person, this is not going to show. This is the Pearl Soho bandana cowl. and it's so dark and it's really not showing, but and I can't even remember what this yarn was. I was at our local yarn store and I just grabbed a skein. There it is, a little bit better. It's a Plymouth yarns. I think it was a chunky hand, dyed. So I haven't blocked this yet. This is a little, I need to fix that. And then my only other FO is I did another City Lights hat. And this was for me, but this literally takes an hour and a half to make. It is so easy. It's on, I can't remember what size needles, but pretty chunky, size 8 maybe, and it just goes really, really quickly. And I absolutely love this. This is, yeah. Oh, okay. I got you.
There you go.
I believe that Dinah Moore, this is her pattern. I bought a few kits from her last year, 2 years ago. I had bought a kit from her at Vogue Knitting Live, and I bought a navy kit. And as much as I love this, it's a little too blingy for me because you hold a mohair and a regular yarn together along with a skein of a very fine yarn. It's Trendsetter, something I forget, that has sequins on it. And in the navy, I wish that the thread of the sequins was dark and disappeared up, and then I would really love this because this is the thread of the sequin yarn is silver. So it really, it's just very blingy, and I love this hat. It's very comfortable, but it's a little blingy for me. So this is my more subtle knot. I wore it playing paddle last night in the snow, and I thought it was very appropriate. And
Nice.
that is my last FO.
Nice.
Yeah, very happy.
Good job. Lorien.
Great. All right. We are going to get a little fancy here, the Posse, and I'm going to share my screen because a couple of my finished objects are gifts. And to be honest, I sent it with plenty of time, and the USPS, I have a bunch of packages that are just sitting in distribution centers, days and days and days. So props to the Postal Service workers. I'm sure this is one of the busiest years ever, but my stuff isn't moving. So first things first, if your name is Pat, a knitter satchel, turn away. I will tell you.
Spoiler alert.
Exactly. So the first thing I'm going to do is a screen share. I'm going to show you some pictures. The first is a gift, and Pat, you picked this, so you do kind of know what it looks like. So it's called the sheaf. It's a hat. It's a beret style hat. I knit it in Knit Picks Gloss DK in their Bear, which is their natural color, and black, which is a wool and silk blend. Let me see. That's the top, and that's all you're going to see. The other thing I want to share that I have a photo of, that pattern is by Meg Myers, the sheaf hat. And Pat is going to block that herself. Fortunately, she's a knitter and she knows what to do, but I don't know the size of her head, and I didn't want to over block it. For those of you who've never knit a beret style, you block it over a plate, like a dinner plate or a salad plate. That's how you stretch that out to be a circle.
Must be really embarrassing if you have to block it on a dinner plate. It means your head is really big.
Yeah, probably.
I'm more of a dessert plate.
Teacup.
Okay, then we're going to share, just getting the images up. Okay, here's one more share. Great. Share screen. Here we go. That's the underside coming right up here. So you can see I left a little string in the middle, but that's the underside of the hat.
She'll look cute in that. She's a beret gal.
Yes, she will.
I wish I were.
Me too.
Okay, I think the berets are in thanks to Emily in Paris. That's that Netflix show. Okay, another thing I have a photo of is I finished my Advent calendar garland, and I absolutely love this. This is actually from the backside. but we hung it up. It's swagged. We have pom-poms at the end of the cord. I showed one of the ornaments. I don't think I'd made more than one on our last podcast, but I knit 6. So this is a pattern called Advent Calendar Garland by Allison Pareda Knapp. I knit all of these in Knit Picks palettes, held double. The colors were Pimento, Cotton Candy, Forest Heather, and Cosmopolitan. I also had the light blue or light minty green that you see is a leftover.
The photo's not up, Lorianne.
Oh, is it not?
Not
No,
on my
it's
screen.
Oh. All right, let me try and share it again. Is it up?
Yep,
Now it is.
there
Yeah.
it
There
is.
you
Okay. Sorry, I thought you guys were looking at this.
No.
Okay. So the light minty green is some leftover of Home by Barrett Wool Company, which I think my friend Pat had sent me because it was too scratchy for her. So this pattern calls for you to make a certain number of all these different designs, and you knit or you leave and crochet a chain to loop to hang them from. So there is a mitten pattern, a stocking, a hat, a scarf, and a star. I did not do the scarf and I didn't do the star, and you're supposed to use it and kind of clip the star to the day and move it along like it's an Advent countdown calendar.
Oh,
I just loved it as it was, and so I knit different combinations of stockings, hats, and mittens. I think the mittens are kind of my favorite, if I'm allowed to have a favorite. And I realized like I have nothing handmade in my home, and I was just inspired. Of course, I had all year to do this, and I didn't. I did it at the beginning of December, but it's done, it's hanging,
It's really
and
cute.
I look at it and I love it. Okay, my third FO are these mittens. I have a pair. These are called the Even Star gloves. The original pattern is a fingerless mitt pattern by Audrey M. And these are a gift for a coworker and a friend. And so I had a deadline. I'm way done with deadline knitting. I am really tired of it. I have one more gift that I'll maybe show. This took me the weekend to get done. And there was a great set of modifications by Valley's Kids, is her Ravelry name, and a couple of other people to modify them into full-size mittens, which I just felt would be a little more practical. These are also knit in Knit Picks Gloss Decay. I only used the bare. I just thought the cream color would show off the cables the best. And I didn't really see mixing the black in. I also had mostly enough of the cream color left to use. I have one other finished object, but that is sitting in Pat's present, and I am not showing you that because it's a big surprise for her if it ever gets out of the South New Jersey distribution center. One more gripe about the mail. I received things from Belarus by way of Miami to Connecticut faster than my package has gone from Connecticut to Pennsylvania.
Could have driven it.
Yeah, I should have used a private like FedEx or UPS, but okay. Those are my FOs.
Okay. I only have one FO this time because I had the Parade of Hats last time. But mine is the Deco Grid Beanie.
that's beautiful.
By Benjamin Matthews Designs. And
His designs.
yeah, I do too. And he's come out with a lot recently.
Yeah.
And actually, when he puts them up, they're usually free for like 24 hours with a code.
Mhm.
I learned about him through the Needles at the Ready podcast. Kevin and Ray did a knit along. I didn't get on the bandwagon in time for the knit along, but I did make this. It's knit in the We Are Knitters, the baby wool, which is baby alpaca, and it's really soft. So this will be a Christmas gift.
Is that DK?
I don't know if it's DK or not, actually. And I don't have the pattern right here. It might, I think it might be. And I don't remember what
Really cool.
needles I used. I knit this so long ago, Kim. Don't
Oh,
ask
I'm
me hard
sorry.
questions. It was last week.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's my FO, and that's it. Okay, Kim, whips.
I have one little whip, and it's another hat, and it's the last gift, but it's looking huge. But this guy is a big guy, so hopefully I'm thinking. Anyway, it's the Tin Can Knits Barley. We could see, like, isn't that big?
What does look big?
Yeah, I know. It's making gauge-ish, and I did it in the air, Quince & Co, something I had laying around, Osprey, and the root color. I do
Well,
like.
if you need it shrunk, you know where to go.
Pardon me?
If you need it shrunk.
Exactly.
where to
That's
go.
what I'm not too worried about. This guy has like big wavy hair, so I think it will work. Otherwise, he's going to think it's like dinner plate size, and he's going to be insulted, or he won't get it at all.
Yeah.
So that's it, and I'm done. I'm happy to make those small projects too, Laura. It was so much fun to get completed, put stuff in my project page.
Yeah.
But I know.
That's
I'm
one of my goals for
ready to
next
move
year.
on now. Ready to move on. That's it.
Okay, Laura, whips.
Okay, I have 2 whips, and actually really technically, so the sock knitting thing. I told you guys before, I'm doing the one, this obviously hasn't been washed or blocked, the one sock pattern by the Fiber Company in their amble yarn, which I'm going to say I love. I started, so I'm going to keep going with my sock exploration. These are cuffed down. The actual ribbing is on a size 1, and then the rest is a 1.5. It's hard to see, but it's like a aqua green with, I did the gray heel and toe, obviously, and I have that of the next one. And I don't love the tiny knitting. I started on 9-inch circulars and realized that my hands were going to cramp up, and I wasn't gonna be able to knit anymore for the rest of my life if I continued on those. So I'm doing magic loop now. My next socks are going to be toe up, and I might try 2 at a time. And then the other thing that I started, because I was really getting a little frustrated with those, and I almost finished last night, but I realized I kind of made a mistake, but I'm doing the sunset slouch hat, which is just, I mean, I really, if I hadn't made the mistake, I would have knit it last night, the whole thing. Like, it's just so easy. And I did forget about the jogless stripe, so I'll try to weave in my ends and hide that a little bit, but I'll finish this later today, but I absolutely love it. So,
Cute.
and I don't know if that's a gift or another hat for me. I just wanted the break of easy peasy knitting. So that's it for me.
Okay, Lorianne.
Nice. Okay, these are whips. If you have been, I guess you could say I've been blogging on my Instagram, IGTV, Instagram TV, because I've been posting daily videos with, I decided it would be fun for my whole family to have some form of Advent this year. And so my husband, we put this one I put together entirely. He has a beer Advent. He opens a different one every day and gets to try something new. My son has an Advent from Man Crates, and his is a beef jerky, different flavors. My daughter is a Glossy Box Beauty Advent, and I have several yarn Advents. So I also feel less guilty because now they all have had something. My husband's initial reaction was, why would you do that? And now he realizes he's actually had a lot of fun. He has tasted the beers every night. He has a little score sheet that my daughter made him. So that it's been fun. So one of the things I have had and been working on, actually, that little thing is where the heel will go. So that's why they're a whip. These are my socks from the Cozy Knitter Advent sock skein. She gave us 2 60-gram skeins of yarn. You cake them up, told you which end to knit from. And it's been fun because I'm knitting along with one of our local knitting friends, Carla, who is this.nurse.knits. Carla's been ahead of me, so I kind of seen what's coming. And I ended at 19. That was just plenty long for my sock. And my daughter looked at them and said, oh, I would wear a pair of shorties. So I've never knit shorties. I've knit a lot of sock stuff, and that's coming, sock sock vent, sock apocalypse will be coming. But so I fell a little behind. This is day 20 and I'm knitting on today's day 21. She asked for a white toe also, and she wants shorties. So I've never knit shorties. I can't imagine it's that different. If you have, just let me know. How do you deal with the cuff? Do you do ribbing? Do you do a rolled cuff? Like, what do you like there? This will not take me through these skeins. Carla and I realized it's basically 48 stripes in each. So we could have knit 2 24 stripe socks. I will probably have a third sock come out of these. I really enjoyed the colors. It's been fun. I haven't knit socks from start to finish myself. More on that another time in a few years, simply because I probably have 20 pairs of socks, hand knit socks, that I just didn't need anymore, and I was getting tired of it. But I had not knit with self-striping yarn. This is a lot of fun to see, and it's a very manageable amount each day. I do also my sock recipe. My preferred sock recipe is magic loop, toe up, 48 stitches. That's small. I don't have necessarily a small foot. I just like a snug fit. So, and I do, as you saw, an afterthought heel. I do the Kirby Werby heel, which you add in later. Those socks will be done for Christmas Eve. One of my other advents that I have been opening up is from Tara Lynn of Playful Day. This is today's color. It's called Oh Hello Sunshine, which is just so perfect. And I have been knitting the Radvent Throw by Amba O'Brien, which means you knit a square and block it. I haven't blocked any of them, but that's what they look like with each day. These are my 20 squares so far.
Colors are so
in order.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. I knew Tara Lynn's advent was going to make a cohesive project.
Yeah.
So I was a couple of days behind in deciding to actually do the Radvent Throw. And Amba does a very large knit along with her patterns for Advent, but I will participate in the end. So I'm knitting, these squares take about, there's a 20 gram ball, it takes about 18, 19 grams. So I'm never playing yarn chicken, which I love. I will say you start from the inside out. It took me a while to sort of get the rhythm of starting on such a small circumference with 8 stitches and the double pointed needles. Then I moved to circular, fixed circulars. So the blocking is going to be a thing. I'm also trying to keep them in color order, so I have to figure out how I'm going to block them. I want to just keep up with knitting my color a day. I don't have then the 25th skein is a full size, and that helps you, what you use to join and put them all together and knit a border. I don't have a deadline on that, so I'm glad to not have a deadline on that. Although I do also have a picture of them spread out, so I thought I would share that. See if you can you see that picture?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what 18 days look like, or 17, and I was starting the 18th day. So I just thought I would show that. And the last thing is my last gift, which I'm sorry, gift knitting, it's been a bit of a pain. It's just been a lot. It's been small things. This is a hat, or will be a beanie. It's gonna be a folded brim, but it's a little short of a fold, but I only have so much yarn left. I'm knitting it in a wool, a wash fingering in the Wood Dove colorway. I think I bought these at Rhinebeck. I know I made my Feather and Fern.
You did.
Yeah, out of it. And so that is a gift knit. I am using the Cold Snap hat pattern by Annie Baker Designs. And it's just going to be a folded beanie. It's going to be a snug fit folded beanie. And that is
Nice.
are my whips.
Okay. I have 2 whips. And I was done with my small things. So the first one is, actually I'll do it in this order. The first one is I cast on the Old School by Veera Valimaki. And this one I am knitting in my Cashmere People Cashgora yarn in the evergreen color. And I haven't gotten very far. I did the neck and some short rows in the back, and I'm very close to starting the lace portion of it. I love the yarn. It's so soft. It's so nice. And the color is just
Heaven.
It's actually reading pretty well too, the color.
It is, yeah. Yeah. So I cast that on, and I know I think I've mentioned it, but my son had asked me for a white sweater, and I was having the hardest time finding yarn and deciding what I wanted to do. So I finally came upon the Jaden, which is by Isabel Kramer. It's hard to see in the picture, but the top of it has seed stitch, like from the chest up. He wanted plain. So I just took the pattern and made it plain. I bought yarn. It's the same yarn that I used for Rich's cobblestone sweater. It's the Valley Yarns Wachusett. It is a worsted weight, and it's 70% merino, 30% cashmere. So it's really soft. And with the Webb's discount, it was a good price. So I started that the other day, and it's actually flying off of my needles.
Wow.
I've already separated for sleeves, and Devin tried on my swatch last night. It's perfectly, so we're just gonna keep going.
Gauge-ish. Are you?
I did actually, yeah. So when I was like this far, I measured with my little gauge counter, and I mostly look at the stitch gauge more than the row gauge, and I was pretty close, very close.
So he's not gonna be able to wash it, because what happens if it changes?
Who washes sweaters?
No, I'm gonna block it. I mean,
A white sweater on a 20-year-old boy?
He's actually not a messy. He'll just won't be allowed to eat it with pizza or pasta.
Or chocolate, or
Yeah. He's not a chocolate guy. So yeah, so that's his sweater. I think what I might do actually is maybe do like 1 more inch of the body, and then I'm getting tired of the body. I might do the sleeves and just get them over with. Two at a time, get them done. And like I said, it's supposed to have a seed stitch all on this top part. I did do there's like a faux seam at the on the side. So I did do that on the sides. I may not do it on the arms. I may just knit.
What's he gonna do? Show his friends?
Yeah.
Like, let me show you this detail here.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so I have two sweater whips right now, but I forgot to show you actually, and it kind of matches. I'm keeping my old school in my bag. These were from our viewer friend Tish. Oh, and we all got them. She graciously donated those.
I've been using mine too.
And her company is Ewe Got A Bag, EUE, on Etsy. So Tish, we love them, and
I love it. I've been using mine too.
It's nicely on the floor, on the table. It's got a nice big flat bottom, and you can put the yarn in it. And I have a sweater in it, so
we do have one for a giveaway. We do have one for a giveaway in the future. So
we didn't do that. I forgot about that.
Right?
Or did we?
That one?
I don't think
Lorianne,
so.
did we give that one?
No, I think we were
We're gonna wait till.
I think we were saving it because we just finished our celebration of friendship giveaway.
okay,
So
so
that's
maybe
gonna be
January.
Yes, a January giveaway. I love that bag because the fabric is just so wintry. It's not like a holiday.
It
I
makes
feel
me
like
happy.
see it has this little sparkle like in it. And I just feel like it's just a beautiful winter bag, you know.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
So maybe we give that away in January.
Yeah, it's a good 2021 bag.
Yeah.
Who can't wait for 2021?
Oy.
Oof. Yeah. Okay, acquisitions, Kim.
I also have, I ordered, all right, full disclosure, we all ordered pretty much the Hudson and West Company slouchy hat. It's like,
Yeah.
once one of us mentioned it, we have a group email text, then they were in it, like, we just all ordered it one right after the other. So I look forward to, I'll probably cast that on, Laura, now that you said that was easy and fun. And I think I might
That's so easy.
too. Here's a
Okay,
better.
so I have a question for you. It comes with one of those little leather tags. Are you
Yeah.
guys for that or against that?
That's a good question.
I
Some
don't
hats
think
I
I
like it on.
like those. I don't know.
Some hats I like it on, some I don't.
Yeah, okay.
One I see on this, I don't mind so much, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to wait and see and make it and see.
Yeah.
If I can feel it there, I don't want it
I
there.
want it.
I
Yeah.
think you probably would, but anyway, it's just curious because I see it a lot on things, on sweaters and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I was just wondering how you guys felt.
Yeah, so I'm not sure about that. Other acquisitions. Oh, I got a nice little gift from Lorianne.
Oh, we haven't
Christmas,
showed
yeah.
that. Oh, shoot.
She sent us there she is. Hi. Barnyard Knits. I think we each got a different one, right?
Yeah,
Did you
I
Yeah.
have mine now too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get mine.
She
I
nailed
can tell you about them.
No, I know
So, they
colors.
were Kim of Barnyard Knits. I think we all love her
We do.
colorways, and just last year I bought, she helped me pick colors for a 3-color shawl that I never would have thought had enough variation for color work, and completely did. She just has a beautiful eye, and we do exchange gifts with each other, and she was very stealthily put some of what she called misfits on sale, and they were either didn't have enough speckling, didn't quite make the grade for her current color set, but truly, in my opinion, there's really nothing wrong with her yarns, and they were heavily fingering, but sometimes there was a worsted skein in there.
Yeah.
So Kim got the worsted.
That's great.
And Laura, did you find yours or no?
I would have to dig through my yarn. I'm so sorry.
Laura has the color that I might have kept for myself, which is this
Oh,
amazing, like
it's beautiful. I'm sorry.
purpley raspberry or with orange in it.
Ooh.
And Kate's is a cream with light specks of green.
Which
And
she loves her green.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. Black, gray.
Yeah.
and one is sitting in New Jersey,
Yeah.
waiting to get to Pennsylvania.
And
So,
the cute little
oh,
for the garland. I
Oh,
love.
mine's on my tree.
I know. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on the tree right after this.
Yeah,
It's so cute.
that's what
I
I'm
kind of
talking
want to make that garland, Lorian. That's really adorable.
It is really sweet.
And a cute little sign too that I don't have in front of me. You have a little, it looks like the tread.
It does.
well, they're based on Jody Brown's Real Designs. I don't
Real
know
patterns, yeah.
what that one was called.
No,
So if she did the
it's
tread, it could.
It's cute.
I don't think she did. but
No,
yeah,
that was Shannon
Yeah.
Shannon.
Shannon Cook, right?
Cook, yes.
So that's all I have. So thank you, Lorianne, for that.
Welcome.
And not to leave Laura out, but she gave us these
Yes.
beautiful candles, the balsam pine. I love these, and I actually didn't have any left. So it's perfect timing. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
love mine too, and my boys love it. They're like, why didn't we get one of these sooner?
I know. I had one from last year lit, which is what made me think of it. And my son came and he goes, can you get me one of those for my room? So I had to go back and get more.
Well, thank you very much, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's it for acquisitions.
Laura, acquisitions. You're good? Okay.
Big fat nothing.
Lorian.
Okay. I actually did not buy the sunset. What do they call it? Sunset?
Slouch.
Sunset Slouch.
Slouch. I decided I have more hats than heads, and I actually have 2 hats I'm planning to knit anyway. So I didn't need another hat, but I really don't have a lot of knit mittens. And so they had, Wool and Honey had this kit for the,
Ooh.
and this is the name. It's a Ysolda Teague pattern. Aiobhinn, I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah.
it.
That'll have some crazy pronunciation.
So, and then the yarn I got is this,
Oh,
which
pretty.
is my first ever Quince & Co. owl.
Nice.
I like owl.
Nice.
So I'm going to be knitting that for myself. And the color's called Tawny.
Nice.
Okay, it's 2 skeins, a 2 skein project. Okay, I did show this on my Instagram TV, but I thought it would be fun to show these here. So I'm not going to show you all of my 3 or 4 advents, but I am going to show you this one, which was the Hannukah set, I believe, from Legacy Fiber Arts. This was a gift. So while I send Pat something knit, she sent me this year. Sometimes she puts a whole set of Hannukah package together, but this year she ordered and sent me a Hannukah mini skein.
Those are pretty.
Yeah. These are from, we think she lost the packaging, but I'll just show one because you could see like every other one was with sparkle.
Oh yeah.
So some are sparkle and some are sock without sparkle. This is one of my other favorites. It's a purple. Anyway, I haven't figured out what to do with them yet, but those will be fun. I think they're 20 gram minis. This one's so spring. Okay, that I wanted to quickly show. And then I think last time I showed that I had ordered or received, I had one. I actually have another winning, but it's that one coming from London, so who knows where that one is. Where's my card? I had won some stitch markers from Anastasia of can you see her name? Oh, yeah. It's up at the top here. Taukins.By on Etsy. And I started, following her, and then I saw that she was having a sale, and she was also, I guess, her rental house. She's building a house. She's from Belarus. She's building a house, and her rental house, the rental suddenly ended, and but her house isn't ready yet, so she was moving in with her in-laws. So she was having also a sale, and I've been knitting with the stitch markers from hers that I won. So I'm just gonna show them one by one. I love these because they are not dinky. They are not too small and they are adorable, but they're not heavy either. So these are actually, there's another mitten in front of my face. There's a holiday tree. So this was the first set that I went on and during her little sale and grabbed. And then I started chatting with her, and then and those I did, so she can make them in this is a progress keeper format, so it opens. You see that one opens, or you can have a ring format. So I ordered one set of rings. This one's a snowflake. This one is a stocking.
So cute.
And this is what got me a big fat penguin. I just love that one. And then she also sent me, she was asking me, well, do you want one of these? Do you, and consider getting one? And I was like, I don't really get how they work. This is a row counter and she has them numbered. And she sent this as a gift, which I thought was super sweet. So I wanted to show it. And I believe you count your rows using the loops here. And then there's this little marker that helps you also count your, maybe it's this here with the progress keeper hook.
Move it along.
That helps you count your repeats. Oh. So what a pretty way to like knitting jewelry.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say she sent me a note that since our last podcast, when I mentioned and shared my prize that I'd won, some of our viewers had gone on and made purchase from her, which I think is totally very sweet and cool, and it's great to support makers. So she was just delighted that she got a little extra business from our viewers. I hope you're as happy with your whatever you purchased from Anastasia as I am.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was really lovely. The last thing is Playful Day. Taralyn had an update, and I just, one, I have to support her, not just talk about supporting her. And it flew. She had a couple of updates and they both flew, but I was able to grab this, which is showing a little darker. It is a dark green. It is merino yak with a little mini skein in ice is what she called it. It is 70% merino, 20% yak, 10% nylon. And she put a little bell on the bottom. And maybe there'll be socks, maybe there'll be something else. I haven't decided right now. I just want to snuggle it. That's it.
Okay. Well, I had the barnyard that I showed and the Hudson and West slouch hat kits. But I also had one more. I ordered this. This is stone wool. The colorway is Tephra, maybe. It's very soft. It's American Romney and Merino. And I ordered this because I'm going to do another test knit for Making Stories magazine. And it doesn't start until the end of January, and you have all the way until April to do it. And I did it last year. It was that hat that I had made. So I'm doing another hat, but that's all I can tell you. But I ordered the yarn, so I'm ready to go when the pattern comes in January. So that is my only other acquisition. So anybody else have anything else?
No.
No.
Gonna make some cookies today. Do a little baking.
What are you
wrap some
making?
presents. Molasses cookies.
The Grocery Girls one?
Not hers. Hers is yummy too, but it was another one that I found that it's a little gooier.
Oh, Rich loves the Grocery Girl recipe. I need to do that as well.
Yeah, so that's what today's day is.
Yeah.
I'm doing a virtual cookie swap
Oh, you are?
today. Yeah.
How do you do that?
My friend hosts, well, I mean, you really do bake cookies and swap them, but it's not a social event. So
Right.
you bake your cookies, you drop them at my friend's house. She's wearing masking up, gloves. She said she's even gonna wear a hairnet, and she's gonna swap them. So we drop today and we pick up tomorrow, and that means we'll have them by the 22nd. My kids they'll be gone, whatever's there. So it took, we can't be social about it, but I was glad, and not everybody, of course, was necessarily comfortable even in this format, but we thought it was okay for us.
So what are you making, or what did you make?
I made brownies, but and then I cut them kind of like bite size. I make them in a whole sheet pan, and so when she asks for 5 dozen, I need to do a bar cookie. It's too much otherwise. So it's been several years. So I've done this. I've done a pecan pie bar sometimes, like a pecan shortbread. One year I made rucola. That is just, I'm not doing that. That's
too hard.
too much. Yeah. So we have some brownies left over, and so I have to go drop those up the street, which will be fun.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and liking and supporting us and supporting the makers that we talk about. And we hope you all have very happy and safe and healthy holidays. And we will see you next year.
Bye, all.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.